Leadership challenges are often framed as questions of strategy or culture. Far less attention is paid to something more powerful, the mental model that leaders use to interpret people. Too often when things go well, leaders credit strategy and culture. When things go poorly, we default to simple stories about individuals. Someone didn't care, someone wasn't capable. These explanations feel satisfying. They provide closure, but they're usually wrong. And over time, they quietly rot organizations from the inside because they shape the systems and expectations in invisible yet powerful ways. So how should leaders think about people? One foundational shift is to assume competence and positive intent. That does not mean lowering standards or ignoring poor outcomes. It means reframing the questions we ask. Instead of why did they fail, we should ask what made success difficult here. That shift moves the energy from blaming to diagnosis. It makes the environment more conducive to bringing people their best. Another common mistake is assuming that someone struggles, they simply don't know that they're underperforming. In reality, most people are acutely aware that they're behind. What they lack often is the clarity about expectations or a safe space to ask for help. When leaders approach performance conversation collaboratively, they activate engagement. And this brings us to trust. Control scales linearly, trust scales exponentially. Leaders who default to assuming competence until evidence suggests otherwise free themselves to focus on direction rather than supervision. Verification becomes conditional and targeted instead of pervasive and stifling. When performance disappoints, the instinctive answer is to find a villain. Instead, consider constraints. Many performance issues are the result of systemic frictions rather than individual flaws. Fixing constraints improves performance at scale. Leaders who contextualize responsibility build agency and enable problem solving, not judgment. The stories we choose become the systems that everyone lives inside, and the assumptions we make today becomes the organization that we lead tomorrow. Read the full article on my Substack, Fish Food for Thought.